hurt and a pain and a shame that's 150 years in the making. So here tonight, we gotta take the black dollar and convert it from a devil to a doer of good. Money is God seeking manifestation. Money is power seeking an outlet. If we are to convert our current situation into one of hope and manifestation and realization, we're going to have to treat the dollar with the sanctity and an honor that is due to the highest of all energy, because only a dollar that is respected will be appropriately protected. If you honor your dollar, you will think twice before you spend it. That's right. Which means, as I leave, we have to decondition some of the core beliefs that we as a race have. One of them is, and I don't put this on the church because the church really didn't create this, but it was manipulated outside the church to our detriment, and that is that money is the root of all evil.
The love of money.
Brothers and sisters, money is not the root of all evil. You know what the root of all evil is? The root of all evil is not having no damn money. When you go home tonight, are you scared of anyone with a $500,000 mortgage? When you go home tonight, are you fearing for your life from people who got it all? Or are you fearing from the desperate man or woman who don't have nothing? So we have to change the mindset, because believing that money is the root of evil, psychologically, it crystallizes into a belief, and now, because you've been taught it's evil, you want to get rid of it as fast as you can. And this is one of the reasons black people spend the way black people do, because after all, when you're broke as hell, after all, you can say, blessed are the poor. And so we use spiritual allegory to justify our unhealthy economic and political behavior. Last thing, absolutely last, if we're going to deal with the spending habits of African people, if we want them not to spend with enemy entities, we have to create the agency through which they can save.
Exactly.
That means that talk of a black dollar must be with talk of a black bank. That means talk of a black card must be with talk of a black savings and loan institution. That means talk of a black penny must be talk of a black credit union. Listen, even if black people say it, let's say we save 500 billion of the 1.3 trillion. If we take that 500 billion of organized black dollars and put it in a white bank, put it in Chase Manhattan, put it in Wells Fargo, even though it's organized, because your enemy has been chosen to be the babysitter of your money, your money, even organized, will work more for the European than it does for you. So with the dollars, let us talk bank. Let me leave you with a quote from my ancestor, Frederick Douglass. And I'm honored to be here at A.M.E. when you know what A.M.E. has been to black folks in our history. You gotta understand it was black men in this church denomination who stood up against the Ku Klux Klan. I want you to understand that it was black men in this denomination, Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, Garvey before Marcus Garvey. You can't talk Marcus Garvey unless you talk Bishop Henry McNeil Turner, the first black man to say God was black. He was African Methodist Episcopal. Honorable Elijah Muhammad went to his school as a child. That didn't come from Garvey or Elijah. It came from Bishop McNeil Turner. My great and my great Grandpop Stephen and George, the brother and nephew of Frederick Douglass, they built an AME church that still stands feet away from where they were enslaved. My great granduncle Alexander Wayman was the 7th bishop in AME after Richard Allen. Douglass said, if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Those who profess the faith of freedom and yet depreciate agitation are like men who want crops without plowing up the ground. They want rain but can't stand the thunder or the lightning. They want water from the ocean but scared of the roars of the waves.
That's right.
He said, for the struggle to work, it must consume your whole life. It must be everything or it is nothing at all. He said, for 20 years, I prayed on my knees to God for freedom. But the good Lord gave Frederick no freedom until I got up off my knees.
That's right.
And started praying with my feet. He said, men may not get everything they pay for, but we must certainly pay for everything that we get. And this we may pay with blood, we may pay with property, we will pay with our lives, but we must pay. He said, but most of all, you remember this, that the limits of tyrants are prescribed by the people they oppress. Black folk determine how poorly white people treat you.
That's right.
White folk.
That's right.
He said, power concedes nothing without a demand.
That's right.
It never did, and it never will. To the black men here tonight, brothers, I want to say, it's on us. I want to say that our women want to honor. They want to respect. They want to cherish the black men, but damn it, we got to give them reasons to do that.
Yes, sir.
Our children want to look at us with honor and with respect, but damn it, let's give them a reason for that. Black man, I'm here to say here and now that standing in the Christian church, we should know the lesson. Jesus had to pay in blood for the sins of the world. Dr. King had to pay in blood for your right to be equal.
That's right.
187,000 Africans in the Civil War paid in blood for your right to be free. And I'm telling you right here, right now, brother, that the road to freedom, the road to justice, and the road to equality for black people will be paid for in blood with the black man. I say.
Say.